This video is an overview of Midmark N9 and M11 steam sterilizers, routine care including daily, weekly, and monthly maintenance. Always refer to the appropriate technical documentation for the complete list of instructions, safety alerts, and sequence of procedures before conducting any service or maintenance operations. General guidelines. To ensure proper operation and maximum sterilizer life, carefully follow all instructions for routine care. One of the most important ways to prevent problems with your sterilizer is to only use distilled water or water that meets the referenced water purity specifications. Do not use tap water. The sterilizer operates with high water temperatures, and minerals dissolved in water can form mineral deposits that can prevent valves from opening or closing properly and lead to corrosion in the chamber and tubing. Understanding the routine care screen. Routine care reminders will be displayed on the screen at the appropriate intervals to assist the operator. This routine care screen has 3 main tabs: daily, weekly, and monthly. Each of these tabs will show the device's current status of either up-to-date, due, or overdue with the corresponding color bar. Routine care that is due or overdue will have a run button that steps through the required care. The Replace Items button allows users to track consumable parts, which are stored in the history. There are also installation help screens for the user to follow. The Routine Care History button allows users to view the daily, weekly, and monthly care event history. Daily care for your steam sterilizer. Step 1. Clean and disinfect external surfaces. Using a soft cloth, clean external surfaces of the sterilizer with soap and warm water. Disinfect the external surfaces of the sterilizer with a quaternary disinfectant according to your facility's guidelines for clinical contact surfaces. Follow the instructions provided with the cleaner and disinfectant used regarding rinsing and drying. Step 2. Inspect and clean gaskets. Clean exposed surfaces of the door and dam gaskets with a soft cloth moistened with distilled water. If necessary, use speed clean and a soft brush. Inspect door and dam gaskets for damage such as nicks, cuts, shrinkage, or swelling. Replace if damaged. The Mark Completed button allows users to confirm they have completed the daily care checklist. The Show Me How button gives users detailed steps and illustrations to guide them through completing the daily care process. Weekly care for your steam sterilizer. Wait until the sterilizer is cool to the touch before beginning. Handle metal tray components carefully to avoid injury. Do not run the sterilizer without the tray plate in place. Failure to change the water and clean the sterilizer may result in device malfunction. Use only distilled water or water that meets the purity standards specified in the setup and user guide. Do not use bleaching agents or any abrasive materials or substances to clean. Use care when wiping the inside of the chamber to avoid damage to sterilizer components. Step 1. Complete the daily care. Clean external surfaces and gaskets. Refer to the daily care section of the setup and user guide for details. Step 2. Drain water from the reservoir. Disconnect the drain tube from the clips. Bend the tube downward and drain the reservoir into a suitable container. Reinstall the drain tube into the clips. Step 3. Remove trays, tray rack, and tray plate from the chamber and clean. Remove the trays from the sterilizer's chamber. Pull the tray rack and tray plate straight out of the chamber, then separate them. Wash the trays, tray rack, tray plate, and the inside of the sterilizer's chamber with speed clean, and rinse with distilled water. Step 4. Reinstall the trays, tray rack, and tray plate into the chamber. Insert the tray rack back onto the tray plate. Install the tray rack and plate with the curved end of the tray tipped upward and toward the back of the chamber. Reinstall the trays. Refill the reservoir with water that meets the referenced water quality specifications in the setup and user guide. Monthly care for your steam sterilizer. Step 1. Complete the daily care. Clean external surfaces and gaskets. Refer to the daily care section of the setup and user guide for details. Step 2. Replace the water in the reservoir. Disconnect the drain tube from the clips. Bend the tube downward and drain the reservoir into a suitable container. Reinstall the drain tube into the clips. If an autofill system is enabled, proceed to the next step. Otherwise, manually refill the reservoir with water that meets the referenced water quality specifications. Step 3. Run the cleaning cycle. Pour 1 ounce of Speed Clean into the sterilizer's chamber. Close the door and start a cleaning cycle. Step 4. Run the rinsing cycle. Drain the water reservoir. If an autofill system is enabled, proceed to the next step. Otherwise, manually refill the reservoir with water that meets the referenced water quality specifications. Close the door and start a rinsing cycle. Step 5. Test the pressure relief valve. When prompted on the display, pull upward firmly on the pressure relief lever for 3 seconds, then release. Steam should discharge freely from beneath the rear of the unit when the lever is pulled. If the valve does not close completely when the lever is released, pull the lever again and release it quickly so that it snaps closed. Step 6. Remove and wipe down the trays, tray rack, tray plate, and chamber. Remove the trays from the sterilizer's chamber. Pull the tray rack and tray plate straight out of the chamber, then separate them. Wipe any residue off the trays, tray rack, tray plate, and chamber with a soft cloth, and rinse with distilled water. Step 7. Clean the filters. Remove the filters by grasping the filter, then gently twisting and pulling away from the chamber wall. Clean the filters using Speed Clean. A small stiff bristled brush or an ultrasonic cleaner may be helpful. Rinse the filters with distilled water. Replace the filters if damaged or if debris cannot be removed by cleaning. To reinstall the filter, firmly press inward toward the chamber wall while twisting. Step 8. Reinstall the trays, tray rack, and tray plate. Insert the tray rack back onto the tray plate. Install the tray rack and plate with the curved end of the tray tipped upward and toward the back of the chamber. Reinstall the trays. Extended use care for your steam sterilizer. The M9 and M11 steam sterilizers are designed and tested to provide exceptional reliability throughout their service life. However, like all electromechanical devices, they are subject to wear and degradation with use. To ensure the integrity, performance, and safety of all major components, it is the responsibility of the user to have the sterilizer performance and operation verified by a Midmark authorized service provider at least every 10 years or 25,000 cycles, whichever comes first. After 10 years or 25,000 cycles of use, an annual inspection by a Midmark authorized service provider is recommended. For more detailed information about your sterilizer, refer to the Midmark Steam Sterilizer Setup and User Guide. For further assistance, contact Midmark Support Services at 1-800-MIDMARK.